anyone absent today? Excellent, very good, perfect attendance. This morning, the class will be divided into 3 countries. The first country will be Philippines, the second country will be China, and the third country will be Japan. Now, before we proceed in our proper discussion, what are you going to do when someone is talking in front? Yes? Very good. You have to listen to the person who is talking in front. Any other idea? Yes? Very good. We have to participate in all the class activities. And I need one last idea for the setting of rules. Yes? Excellent. We should not forget to enjoy and have fun in learning. Okay. So I have here, as you can see, a scoreboard and a behavioral chart. Now, what is the use of the scoreboard? The use of the scoreboard is during the discussion, I will be asking you questions, and the country that is going to answer, if answered it correctly, will be given a blue flag. As you can see, this blue flag is equivalent to 2 additional points. And here we have the behavioral chart. A while ago, we settled rules for us to follow during the discussion. If I see a student who doesn't follow those rules, I will be deducting points. This filthy pen right here will be the one to write here the points of deduction. Okay, now let's have a review of the discussion that we had last meeting. Now, I want the groups to participate, okay? Now, I have prepared a game called Raise Your Voice. Now, the groups will select one representative, and that representative will be the one to answer. How are you going to be recognized? Okay, so you are going to be recognized if you shout your country's name once. Okay, only once, because if you would shout it once, I will be able to recognize you. And if you answer it correctly, then I will be giving you the blue flag, the 2 additional points. But if the country doesn't answer it correctly, then the 2 other countries have the chance to steal the opportunity to answer. Are you ready, class? Very good. So, this is the first question. Using appropriate grammatical signals, what is a cause and effect sentence? Yes, from Team Japan. Very good. A cause and effect sentence contains a cause statement and the effect statement. The cause statement is the reason why something happened, and the effect sentence is the result of what happened. Okay, very good. That is a point from Japan. Okay, so next question. Give an example of a sentence and identify the cause and effect. Yes, Philippines. Very good. The firefighters wore fireproof clothing so that fire can't be catched easily. Very good. So what is the cause of the sentence? Very good. Wearing fireproof clothing. And what is the effect? Very good. Not catching fire easily. Okay. Next. Oh, wait. That will be a point for Philippines. Very good. Now, please read the last question. What is the importance of learning cause and effect statements? How can it help to our daily lives? effect, it helps us to be aware of the things that we will do, right? Very good. Okay. Now, for this moment, I will be presenting you a video. But before that, are the instructions clear, class? Okay, very good. Now, before we go on to our proper discussion, please read the objectives. Very good. So, before we proceed, I have a question that I know everybody is willing to answer. Do you want to know what it is? Very good. So, here is the question. Who wants to travel the world? Yes? Very good. I bet you do. But what I have in mind is not about riding planes, taking buses, or riding boats. Does anybody in class have any other idea how can we travel the world by not really riding vehicles? Yes, from Team Philippines. Very good. It's all about reading documentaries. What else? Poems. Very good. Writing stories. Yes. Okay. Very good. So, does anybody have another idea? Excellent. So, for now, Philippines. Okay, Philippines. I have here Philippines. Now, I have another question. Have you ever read a literary piece? Yes, Team Japan. Very good. What you just said is a proverb. And does anybody have another idea of how can we interpret the message of the proverb? Yes? Very good. Okay. The proverb that Team China just said a while ago is about the willingness to learn. And the willingness to learn, if a person is willing to learn, he or she shall be open to accept, yes, to accept the criticisms and the advices of other people. Now, since all of us are hyped up with the words of wisdom about proverbs, I'm going to present you a video, and it's about the Asian literature. Everyone is requested to please stay quiet and just watch the video.
When the 20th century will go into the beginning, Asia is the largest continent, but it has lagged most communities up to date. It was a battle for existence. It has witnessed events, recorded or not. It has watched people's lives and heard their stories. A continent as big as Asia is not only rich in its population and natural resources, it is also wealthy in stories. Real, fictional, poetic. It's a top-rated literature. present, especially considering that there are 48 countries and however, it is also good to take a study and survey of Asian literature in mind of the authentic identity that we each have within the Western conference party. Moreover, it is also good to point out that most of the post-colonial work also about finding one's identity and how colonialism has impacted the authenticity of their identity. When it comes to looking at Asian literature, some look at it into portions rather than looking. Asian literature can be grouped and divided based on its territory. East Asian literature, which includes Chinese literature, Japanese, Korean, and also Mongolian literature. South Asian literature, we also have Southeast Asian literature, which of course includes Philippine literature. We also have Central Asian literature and the West Asian literature, which includes the Persian literature, Arabic literature, Jewish, and Turkish. Despite Asia being rich in literature, we cannot deny that the literature of the West remains dominant and popularly known and recognized. With this, it's also quite interesting to take note of how the West views these and how this view affected the image of the East as well as its literature and people's general perception of the East. Edward Said, a Palestinian-American professor of literature in Columbia University, published a book called Orientalism in 1978, which elaborates the title Orientalism, that depicts how the West views the East, more specifically the Middle East, but also includes Asian and African societies as exotic, barbaric, backward, and inferior, and therefore needed saving and help in the more advanced people of the West. This idea was what the Westerners used to rationalize their colonialism. Orientalism was an idea that could be seen on paintings, photographs, and literary pieces that present the East as having a backward culture, sometimes to the point of being savage and dangerous. For example, paintings of European artists in the 19th and early 20th century showed the Middle East as a mysterious place of sand, herons, and belly taxes, an image that stayed until our contemporary times. In literature, for example, Western writers tend to portray the East as naturally dangerous and exotic. Because these representations distorted the image of the Orientals to the people in general. Speaking about dominance, there are also various literature in Asia that are probably more known to the world than others. For example, when we talk about Asia, China would always be one of the top of the countries that would occur in your mind. Perhaps, what makes Chinese literature also influential were the teachings of Confucius. Confucius could be referred to as one of the world's greatest philosophers. The Analects of Confucius is a book that is composed of the sayings and teachings of Confucius gathered by his followers. The teachings emphasize the importance of morality. And that's one of the most known literary pieces from China. Indian literature is also quite a popular area of study when it comes to Asian literature. Their widely known literary pieces center on their beliefs and religion. Some of their earlier literary pieces also contain different stories from China, such as erotic and devotional lyrics, court poetry, plays, and narrative poems. Their early literature was also written mostly in Sanskrit, the language which they believed was used by God. Two of their most important and popular literary pieces are the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, which were both reflections of the ancient Indian background and Hinduism. Japanese literature is also widely known. Most popular literary form from Japan would probably be its poetry, most specifically the haiku. As you probably know, haiku is a Japanese poetry that is only composed of 3 lines, and then 5 and then 5 to 6 types.
did you listen to the video? Very good. What can you infer from the video? Yes, Philippines. Very good. Yes, Asia is rich in its culture, its natural resources, but it's also rich in its stories, poems, novels, and, well, it's a crossword of literature. Now, I have another question. Does anyone in class have any other idea of how can we enrich our culture in this country? Yes? Very good. Reading, taking time to read novels. Yes. And does anyone have observations to the videos? Yes. Very good. Asia is the largest. Yes. And do you have any other idea? Very good. Philippines, China, and Japan were mentioned in the video, so that means we are in very good Southeast Asia. Okay. Now I will be giving points. Those were Philippines, China, and Japan. Very good. You know, in reading literary pieces, we get to encounter words that are paired with certain groups of letters, correct? Okay. Does anyone want to read a novel or any literary piece at this discussion? Very good. I have prepared one literary piece for each country. Now, I will be giving you literary pieces, and those literary pieces we will have now the discussion of our structural analysis of prefixes, suffixes, and roots. Okay. Now, what is a prefix? A prefix is a letter or a group of letters that is being added to the beginning of a word. Where do you add the prefix? Very good, at the beginning of the word. Now, prefixes change the meanings of words. Okay, now let's have an example. The prefix on, u, and n can mean not, remove, or the opposite. Adding on to the word happy gives you what? Very good, unhappy, which means not happy. Okay, we have another one. UN and RE are the most common prefixes in the English language. Re and un. Re means very good, again or back, such as in the words rethink, redo, and repay. Now, I will show you here examples of prefixes and its meaning and examples. Let's have first none. Then you add it to the word sense. So, nonsense. So its meaning is not, or it doesn't mean anything. You have revisit, or you go back, or you have replay, or you do it again. Next, we have call, com, and con. Here are the examples: construct and computer. Now another prefix is div, and be, which are the examples of deceased and dead. Now here are a few things that you should remember when learning prefixes. Okay? First, Different prefixes, similar meanings. The prefixes miss and air means wrongly, wrong, or incorrect. Or incorrectly. Notice that double letters are possible. Okay? When you add the prefix "im" to words beginning with letter M, you get two M's as in immeasurable. Okay? When you add on to the words that begin with letter N, you also get two M's. For example, you put noticeable or notice the root word, then you add the un prefix, then you have unnoticeable. Notice that there are two letters in the word. When adding a prefix to a word, the spelling of a base word never changes. Okay? It never changes. So, here is the example. The prefix "on" did not change in the spelling of the word happy. Okay? Here is happy. Because when you, it was mentioned a while ago that when you put the prefix happy, when you put the prefix "on" to the word happy, it goes to unhappy. But it doesn't change the spelling of the happy, and it means not happy. Okay. And here is another example. The prefix "re" would never change the spelling of the word live. In the example, relive. Okay. Now we also have lookalikes. Lookalikes. Now what are lookalikes? They are words that look like they contain prefixes, but they do not have prefixes. Okay? So the prefix "on" in the word uncle is not a prefix. Okay? And the prefix "re" in the words reach and real is not a prefix. Okay? Now let's move on to suffix. Suffix is a letter or group of letters that are added at the end of the word. Okay? What is suffix again? Where is it added? To the end of the word. Okay, very good. Suffix are commonly used to show the part of speech of a word. Now, for example, adding ION to the verb act, it gives us the word action, the noun of the word. Act is the root word. Suffixes also tells us the verb tense of words or whether the words are plural or singular. Now, as you can see, these are the common suffixes that we use in the words. We have ER, S, ES, ED, ING, and LY. Okay? So here are a few things that we need to remember. The suffix ER may suggest a person who performs an action. For example, the word teach. You add ER, then you have teacher. Okay, what does a teacher do? He or she teaches his or her? Very good, students. ER is commonly added to the ends of adjectives and adverbs. They also do compare two things to show that one is more than the other, such as faster and stronger, or angrier or lighter, like that. The spelling of a base word can change when a suffix is added. Now this is true of most base words ending with the letter Y. Okay, let's have an example. For instance, when we add the suffix ness, N-E-S-S, at the end of the word crazy, which the crazy word ends with the letter Y. So when you add that suffix, it makes it craziness. So, craziness, it's spelled as C-R-A-Z-I-N-E-S-S. So what does it do? The suffix ness. It changes its spelling. Very good, because we replace the Y with I. Okay, we replace the Y with I and add the suffix ness. Okay, very good. This rule is also true to many words, base words, ending with a silent E. Okay, silent E. Now let's have an example. Now what are the examples? We have the examples write, make, and manage. Okay, these words are ending with letter, very good, letter E. So we have to drop the letter E in the words when we add the suffix ing. Okay, we will add the suffix ing, but we should drop the letter E. So what is the result? It changes still the spelling of the word. For example, you have write, W-R-I-T-E, and you change or you add the suffix ing, so the result is writing, W-R-I-T-I-N-G, so you drop the E. The same goes for the word make and manage, making and managing. Next, we also often drop the silent E before the suffix able, such as usable. So what is the root word of the word usable? Very good, use. So it still ends with letter E, and you drop the letter E and you put the suffix able to the word. So it changes still the spelling. So be careful though, because some words we keep the E, such as in exchangeable and lovable. Okay, I know that it's a bit confusing, but how do you get to know these kinds of words, that you know that these rules may be true? You answered it a while ago. Yes, because we should read literary pieces. Now here is the examples of suffixes. You have er, or. Examples are teacher, faster. Okay. Teacher, it shows that there is action, and the faster, it shows that it compares two or more things, or to know that one thing is more than the other. We have also able. Yes, we have an example of unforgettable. We have letter D. We have ED. So the rule of able is it changes spelling, but there are also words that doesn't change its spelling when you have the suffix able or ing. Next we have D or ED. Okay, D and ED, the words here shows past tense. For example, love, love. Next we have the suffix ing. Then the example of that is meaning, jogging. For example, the writing, the managing. Next we have the suffix meant, meaning the act, state, or result of an action. You have here the example, appointment, government. Next you have the suffix IVE, and the meaning is having the quality of. Having the quality of is the IVE. So the example is creative. Okay. example, we add the suffix full to some nouns to mean full of. Okay, the examples are beautiful and helpful. But we also need to know that we cannot add full to just any noun. Because you could not say loveful to mean full of love, right? Okay, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't really sound right. Okay, so now I think this is, so that is the end of the discussion. Does anyone have any other clarifications? Very good. So I have here a game. Does anyone want to play a game? Okay, I have here 12 strips in a circle. Now, have you remembered the group or your groups and the selected representative? Please pick here 4 strips. Okay, please pick. Thank you. And pick here. Thank you very much. Now, if you would read your strips, you have their words that you should be able to read. Now, I will give you 5 minutes to read the words. So, anybody has an idea what are those kinds of words? Yes, very good. Those words have prefixes and suffixes. But what you are going to do is you have to identify the root words of those words. Now, you only have 4 words, and I think 2 minutes per word is, you can do it for 2 minutes, 1 word. So I will give you 10 minutes to answer, to identify the root words of those words. Thank you. Is up, and I think that everybody answered. So, yes, Team Philippines, what are your words? You have the word nonsense, faster, loved, and unnoticeable. Okay, so what is the root word of the first word? Nonsense. Very good. Sense. Next, you have the word faster. What is the root word of the word faster? Very good. Fast. Next, you have the third word, love. What is the root word of the word love? Very good. Love. The fourth word is unnoticeable. So what is the root word of the word unnoticeable? Notice. Very good. Next, China. What are your 4 words? Okay, so you have the first word, replay. Second is unhappy. Third, you have jogging. And the fourth one is creative. So, China, what is the root word of your first word? Replay. Very good. Play. Next, your word unhappy. What is the root word? Happy. Very good. Next, jogging. What is the root word? Jog. Very good. The fourth word is creative. What is your root word? Create. Very good. Now, the third group, Japan. Please, what are your 4 words? Yes. Okay, your first word is misunderstand. Your second, teach understand. Understand, very good. The second is teacher. What is the root word of the word teacher? Teach, very good. Next, meaning. What is the root word of the word meaning? Mean, very good. Your fourth word here is immeasurable. What is the root word of the word immeasurable? Measure. Okay, good job, class. Now, I know that you really participated and listened to the lesson. Now, here is I have another activity. Do you want another activity? Very good. Next, here I have fix me, I'm broken. Who's broken here? Okay. So, fix me, I'm broken. The mechanics here, I will be giving you scrambled words. There are already scrambled words in your seats. I already gave the representative of each group the scrambled words. And I want the group to put together the words of the scrambled words together to form a title. Okay? I asked you a question a while ago that if you want to read a literary piece and you said yes. So the scrambled words are the titles of the literary piece that each country will read. I will give you 5 minutes to put together the words. Okay, 5 minutes are up and here are the answers. So, let us have first. Who's first? Yes, your answer is the conceited man. Let's see if it's correct. Very good. That is from Philippines. Next, you have Mangdiban and the weather. Next, the thief who became a disciple. So each group did a good job in putting together the scrambled words that I gave. So each of you has 5. So I will give you another 15 minutes to read the literary pieces. Okay. Okay, are you done reading? Very good. Now, I was confused a while ago because the conceited man is from China and Mangdiban and the weather is for Philippines and the thief who became a disciple is from Japan. Now, the conceited man is a folk tale from China, and Mangdiban and the weather is from the Philippines, and the third is a Zen story from Japan. Now, I already gave you the literary pieces. Now, have you observed that there are underlined words in the literary pieces that I gave you? Very good. Now, I want you to identify the prefixes or the suffixes in the underlined words that are present there in the literary pieces that I have gave you. Are the instructions clear? Very good. Now, I will be giving you 10 minutes to do that activity. And now I want the group China to please present your underlined words and what kind of prefixes and suffixes are present. Okay, first you have looking. Yes, looking. And the suffix is very good, ing. Now you have conceited. Yes. What is the suffix? You have ed. Okay, very good. Next, you have the word awning. And the suffix to that is very good, ing. Next word is you have asked. Okay, asked. What is the suffix in the word? Very good, ed. Now you have feast. Very good, still ed. And wanted, ed still. Behave and surprise. Very good, still behave. And inquired too, right? Okay. Now you have the word there, recommended. Now what are the prefixes and affixes present in that word? Yes, very good. The suffix is ed and the prefix is re. Very good. A point for China. Next, Philippines. What are your words? The words present in your literary piece. You have, I also have a list of your words so that I will be guided. Yes. So your first word is, yes, your first word is dazzling. What is there? Prefix or a suffix? Suffix, very good. What is the suffix present there? ing. Next, you have the word chapped. Yes, the suffix is very good, ed. Next, you have the words mocked. Okay, so what is the suffix in the word mocked? ed, very good. Now, yes, you have two words that have suffix in ing. Okay, what are those words? Passing and, okay, drifting. Very good. Next, you have the word rolled. Yes, and the suffix, is it a prefix or a suffix present in the word? Suffix. Very good. Now, what is the suffix in the word? ed. Very good. Now, you have the word reproach. And yes, very good. It seems like the word is a prefix, but it's not, right? It's one of the rules that we have mentioned in the discussion a while ago. Very good, Philippines. Now, yes. Okay, suffix, and the suffix is ed. Now, next. You have the word dancing. Suffix is ing. Now you have the last word wished. Okay. What is the prefix or suffix present? Which one of them? Suffix. Very good. So the suffix is letter ed. Now next you have Japan. Okay, it's now your turn to show me your words and answer if what are the words such as prefixes and suffixes are present. First, you have the word very good. Enter. Now, is there a suffix or a prefix? Suffix. Very good. Now, what is the suffix in the word? Very good. ed. Next, you have the word demanding. Now, what is the word or the prefix or suffix present? Yes, very good. It's a suffix. And what is your suffix in the word demanding? ing. what is your suffix? Very good, ed still. And I think, yes, the following words are suffixes of ed. Okay, so you have the word, which word did we stop? Stop. Okay, so gathered, started, confessed, cold, concerned, thanked, finished are suffixes of ed. Very good. Okay, a round of applause for yourselves because you really did a good job in identifying the prefix and suffixes of the words. Now, I will be giving you points for that. Okay. Okay, now before we move on to our final activity, I have a question for you. Now, what is the implication of knowing the structural analysis of prefix, suffixes, and roots? Yes, Philippines. Very good. I like how you actually want to be aware of the rules, especially the rule that, what was that rule? That not all prefixes or suffixes can be added to a noun. The example was uncle. Yeah, very good. Now another point for Philippines. Okay, now this is your final activity. So, okay, let's have first a review. The conceited man is where? It's from what country? China. Very good. How about Mountain and the weather? It's from Philippines. Very good. And the thief who became a disciple is from what country? Very good, Japan. So now, this will be our last activity. I want you to compose me a poem. Okay, I want you to compose me a poem. But that will be by group, by Philippines, by Japan, and China. But the words should be, or the poem should be about the importance of Southeast Asian literature. During the discussion a while ago, before the proper discussion, I asked you questions on how can we enrich our culture by what is it? Yes, by reading and writing poems. So that is what you should do. Very good. And the poem should be composed of words that have prefixes and suffixes. Now you have to apply what we have learned today, and especially be cautious of the rules that you should do. Okay. Now this activity will be by group, and I will be giving you. You will do it it's an assignment as a group, but you have another activity. Because if you have already composed a poem, then you have to make a video out of the poem. You just have to recite it by group, and you have to pass it to me next meeting. Okay? Are the instructions clear, class? Are there any violent reactions or any clarifications? Very good. None. So, this is the end. This is the end of our discussion of structural analysis, prefixes, suffixes, and roots. But for now, I have to calculate your scores. First, this is from Philippines. Philippines, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 plus points. Very good. A round of applause. Next, you have China. You You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I think there's still another flag over here. So